Hi, I'm Webb. Welcome to Community Focus. We have an exciting program today. I am bringing in Peggy Parks from the Parks Image Group. She'll be talking with us about how to look better, how to dress more effectively for the type of work you do, how to look younger, really how to do an image makeover in a sense, creating what she says is the best version of yourself. So we're really excited about that. Stay tuned for Peggy Parks with the Parks Image Group. Welcome back to Community Focus. Well, I am so delighted to introduce image consultant Peggy Parks. Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Bibi. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Just wonderful. You have a passion for fashion.
I sure do.
How did all this start? I know that for years and years you worked in corporate America, but I know that you were sharing with my staff, myself, that even when you were working in corporate America, you were always in your closet.
I was always in my closet. In fact, it started even before corporate America. I grew up in France, and I lived with my grandmother for a few years, who was a seamstress for Balenciaga.
For what?
Balenciaga, the designer.
Oh, okay.
She used to make my clothes.
Oh.
She used to make the clothes for my dolls. So I always grew up with fashion, with clothes. And of course, my mother, being French, is such a beautiful woman. She has a lot to do with my being who I am now.
Oh, that's great.
And throughout corporate America, people kept telling me, you should get into fashion. And to me, fashion was being a sales girl at Macy's, and I was not going to do retail. First of all, I did not want to stand all day, and it did not pay a lot.
Right. Well, that's clearly not at all what you do these days.
No, not at all.
Now, how long ago did you start Parks Image Group?
I started my business about 18 months ago. I have a lot of expertise in being downsized from corporate America.
Okay.
So when I'm an expert at it, actually. And the fifth time I was downsized, which was about 18 months ago, I decided to take some time off and try to figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. And I started thinking of all the things people had told me, how much they loved my help in choosing clothes and how to, and it's not just about fashion, it's also verbal and nonverbal communication, etiquette. And here we are, 18 months later. It was a challenge starting my business, but I love it.
Coming from corporate and having a whole team of people, you started out with just you, correct?
And it still is just me.
Okay.
And that's probably the most challenging part, being the boss, the employee, the marketing department, the accountant.
Right.
And so the first year, as I said, was pretty challenging, but I was just following my dream. All my life, I wanted to have my own business.
Great.
I wanted to help people dress better, feel better, and achieve their goals more quickly in life.
I think people really enjoy working with you. And I heard Peggy speak at an Atlanta Women in Business seminar, and that's how we met. And then I asked her over to my closet, which was very humbling, and then brought her in for my staff at Carl House. But your tagline, let me see if I can get this correctly, is creating the best version of yourself.
Right.
Which I think is fabulous. I think there isn't one person on the planet, or maybe at least in this culture, who doesn't want to look better, and looking better helps people feel better, correct?
Right. And it's not a matter of being someone else. You don't want to look, sure, everybody wants to look like maybe some movie star or another. However, you really want to better yourself. And that's what I mean about helping create the best version of yourself. You don't want to be Raquel Welch or Sophia Loren or whoever your idol is. Well, maybe you do.
No,
but you just want to
sure.
improve yourself and be a better person, look better, and feel better about yourself.
If I understand correctly from working with you personally and having you work with my staff, your group isn't well, you need to change your nose. You need to lose 20 pounds.
Oh, no.
Although people might have those goals, I guess what I really appreciated was that you were taking each person the way they are and said, boy, if you wear these colors, if you're wanting to look slimmer, you wear such and such.
Right.
But that you were really working with what was there, not what might be at some time.
Exactly. It's about taking the body the way it is now and appreciating your body, because that's the one you live in right now.
Right.
Now, if you want to lose 20 pounds later, that's fine. We can revisit whenever that happens.
Right.
But I teach women to love the body that they currently have. There's no reason to try to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Let's work with what you have.
I think that's great. That's great. Now also, I know you've had a passion and just a natural talent and skill for this since you were younger. Was there a formal training that you went through to become a certified image
Most
consultant?
definitely. Okay. I am certified. In fact, I have 3 certifications.
Okay.
I had to find out why I knew what I knew. Since all this is innate with me and it came from my grandmother, my mother, through my genes,
Right.
I had to find out why I knew what I knew. I couldn't just go to a client and say, okay, you look better in brown than you do in black. Well, why? Because I said so. Well, so I went to the London Image
Well, that's
Institute.
what I thought when you worked with me. You said it, and I went, okay, get rid of this. Add these colors.
I went to the London Image Institute and was
What is that again,
certified.
the London?
The London Image Institute.
Okay.
It's an internationally known school for image consultants. Wow. I graduated there in March 2004.
Great.
I then got my certification through AICI, which is the Association of Image Consultants International. It's the best known association for our industry.
Great.
And in August, I went to the Australian image company and was certified as a master color analyst.
Oh, great. So now tell me a little bit about what a color analyst does.
A color analyst, if you may know or you may not, that there are two types of skin colors basically. You can either have cool undertones to your skin or warm undertones.
I have warm, I've learned.
You have warm undertones, therefore, and I do too, therefore your best colors on you because of your hair and the warmth in your skin and also the color of your eyes, you look better in browns and beiges, and what you're wearing is perfect today.
And Peggy helped me pick this out.
Yes, we had a great time.
We had a wonderful time.
Shopping.
Yes.
And where
You're such a rough job.
Yes, I love to shop for others.
Yes.
And then you have people who have cool undertones. That can wear blacks and whites and jewel tones. If you put black on me, I will not look as good as if you were putting a dark brown. Color from the waist up has so much influence on the way you look, on the way people see you, and on the way you feel. Have you ever had days where people would go, are you okay today, BB? And you're just like, yes?
You're looking sort of tired, BB. Well, no, I feel pretty good.
Well, you're probably wearing the wrong color. And then other days when you don't feel any better than you did the day before, people will come up to you and say, "Baby, you look marvelous. What is going on?" And you're like, nothing?
Peggy Parks dressed me. That's why I'm looking better. Well, let me ask you too. We just have a moment before we need to take a break, a commercial break. But this might seem simplistic, but some people in our audience might be asking, why is image important?
Image is very, very important. It takes from 3 to 10 seconds for someone to make a value judgment about you. People judge you within 3 seconds of meeting you. And it's their perception. Now, the good thing about it is once you know people judge you within 3 to 10 seconds, you have the power to make their perception different. You can always send a positive image.
Well, I would think that's very important when you're interviewing for a job. There might be somebody I know that has the same qualifications and who comes in to interview for me, and according to the way they communicate and actually their look, you can't help but have prejudgments.
That's true, and that happened to me. I was with Hitachi for 4 years as a human resources manager, and I judged people. They may have had the best resume, but if I saw them and they weren't dressed right, where they could not represent the corporate brand, which
your company.
we spent millions of dollars on, I would not even let them go to the general manager and have an interview.
Good point. Well, we are out of time for this first little segment, but Peggy is going to join us in a minute, and we'll talk more about image and you.